Hello everyone, Dave here, back with another video. Apologies that it's been a while for anyone who noticed. I recently went back to school and my first semester is over, which I'm very happy about and proud of myself for, but it's meant that I've been very busy and unable to make videos at a steady clip. So so I haven't been able to do much. And one thing that I completely missed was every March I do a manga collection video, update on my manga collection, and I totally missed that. So 2 months later, here we are. Let's get into it. I'm gonna try to go fast because normally I talk too much and go on rambles and whatever, and I don't know if that's enjoyable for you guys to listen to, but also my voice kills by the end of it. So we're going to try to keep it at a good clip. If you see anything here that you're interested in knowing more about, or at least my thoughts on, I have a whole playlist of my manga reviews and impressions that you can check out. I have a bunch of other videos on the channel. And if you don't see what you're looking for, you can always ask me, hey, what do you think of this? And I'll either just tell you in the comments or I'll even make a video about it. I don't know. Because it's the summer right now. I am taking a class over the summer, but I'm hopeful to upload more videos for you guys. Anyway, let's get into it. So we're going to step into my manga library here. I took this walk-in closet. I don't have that many clothes, so I turned it into my own little den. I'll give you a brief, or you know what, let's zoom. This guy. It looks a little wonky, but at least you can get a better idea of everything. It's not complete or finished. I've been living here for over a year now, and I just have not gotten around to getting this how I want it. Maybe a summer project. I have my manga split up into two sections. Up here is manga that is either complete, like it's fully finished printing, and I have the whole series, or it's manga that I don't have an interest in collecting right now for various reasons. So I don't have a need to move it around a bunch, so it's just kind of here. And down here is manga that I am actively reading and collecting. I put it here, one, because I couldn't get both to fit on these two shelves, and getting a big shelf in here is kind of not really viable. My apartment is very small. I told you guys I was going to do a tour when I moved in, and then I never did, but it's small. And it also makes it easy for when I get a new volume, I can more easily put it on the shelf because there's less to move. So we'll start up here with the stuff that's finished. Again, I'm going to go through a little fast. Some of this stuff I've reviewed already and talked at length about. We have Attack on Titan No Regrets Volumes 1 and 2. That's complete. Barrage Volumes 1 and 2. That's complete. Batman Death Mask. That's a one-shot. That's complete. Pretty cool Batman manga. Beat Volume 1. I would love to complete this, but I don't think it ever finished printing in the West, or at least that's what I heard. So I kind of don't really want to invest time and money into it if I can never actually complete it officially. Or, I mean, I guess I could get Japanese copies, but then I won't. Then I'll have to use, like, Google Translate or whatever to read them, and it's just a little more effort than what I am willing to give to it, at least at this time. Deadpool Samurai Volumes 1 and 2. Really fun take on Deadpool and just Marvel in general. Delicious in Dungeon Volume 1. I read it. I wasn't too into it. I'm going to try the anime to see if I like it, but I appreciate the concept, just wasn't too into it. Demon Slayer Stories of Water and Flame. That's a one-shot. I feel like this, okay. Yeah, I'll zoom back in here, sorry. I feel like that angle made it a little difficult to read the titles. Devil's a Part-Timer High School, Volumes 1 through 5, that's complete. Dive, Volumes 1 through 3, that's complete. The Viz Big Dragon Ball edition. I got this for my sister for, I think, either a birthday or Christmas. I have already read all of Dragon Ball. I like to tell this story because it makes me look like a total dork, but I think it was an impressive feat. I don't care what anybody says. But at my local library, we were there, my mom, my sister, and I were there for something. I was a kid. I was probably about 8. maybe 9 or 10, somewhere in there. And we were there all day. I don't know if my sister was doing something or my mom was working on something. I don't know. But I sat there and read the entirety of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z all in one day, just one manga after the next. So, not bad, not bad. But it's something that I don't really feel the need to collect right now. Maybe eventually, because Dragon Ball is amazing. I love Dragon Ball Z as well, and honestly, the Super manga is not half bad. But Dragon Ball is the best of them. Speaking of which, Dragon Ball Z Volume 12, I just had it since I was a kid. Again, not really eager to collect it right now. Behind Krillin here, we'll move him for a second. We have Dragon Ball, the time I got reincarnated as Yamcha, really funny, kind of one-off spoof. It basically is a fan of the show, gets reincarnated as Yamcha, hence the title, and knows everything that's going to happen, so he makes Yamcha into a badass, which is pretty cool. Yamcha gets kind of a bad rap, so I liked that. Dragon Quest Monsters Plus, Volumes 1 through 5. I'm a big Dragon Quest guy, so I was a fan of that. I don't want to spoil anything. I'll just say the manga kind of ends weird, but it was fine. If you're a Dragon Quest fan, you'll probably like it. Fairy Tale Side Stories, Volumes 1 through 3. Yeah, Krillin. Oh, Barge. I'm trying not to cuss, because I feel like that keeps suppressing my videos, because I cuss a lot. Fairy Tale S, Volumes 1 and 2. We have... Oh, I didn't realize how in the way these guys were. Final Fantasy Type 0, that's a one-shot. Gintama, Volumes 1 and 2. I really love Gintama, but it is a very long series, and I just do not have the space, the time, or the money to collect it right now, but I think I eventually will. The Gods Lie, this is a one-shot. Colosseum, Volumes 1 through 6. Super underrated. It's pretty much like if weapons were obsolete and everyone just fought each other, because they have these like rings that make themselves pretty much invulnerable, and everybody just used kung fu and everything to solve any diplomatic disputes. It's kind of wild, and every character is based off of a real person, political or otherwise, and it's kind of gnarly, honestly. Gunblaze West, Volumes 1 through 3. This is complete, but it ended prematurely. At least if I think so. Because the ending's very rushed. It does have an ending, but it's I think it was supposed to be more than 3 volumes. A Western is pretty unique, so I like it. I recommend it, and it's, again, not a big time sink. We have a Japanese copy of the first Haiku. I kind of forgot that I had this, to be honest. I don't know why I have it, and I don't know where I got it, but I have it. I think maybe at like some random bookstore they were doing, maybe the Hobart Book Village? I can't remember. Kingdom Hearts 2, Volume 1. I've played the game many times. I don't need to collect the manga, but I've had this since I was a kid, so I can't really part with it. Zelda, Ocarina of Time Part 1. I might finish this eventually, because it's only 2 volumes long, and I have read it. Every manga in my collection I have read, by the way. Even the ones that I don't feel like fully finishing, I have at least read them, because I don't like owning stuff that I haven't read. That's why I have a stack over on the other side of the room here. I'm sorry, I'm just rearranging some of these figures. That's my to-read pile, and I eventually will get to that. Where am I? Oh yeah, Levius. This is a one-shot. Levius is sick. It's like robot, boxing, MMA sort of deal. It's really cool. I have not read Levius Est. I really want to. Haven't gotten to that yet. This is the Manga Bible. This is Volume 3. Obviously, I don't feel a need to collect this, but in a previous video years ago, I made a joke about there being a manga-fied version of the Bible, and then I went to the Hobart Book Village like the next weekend, and found it. So I thought it was too funny to pass up. This is Mashima Heroes. This is the one-shot Eden Zero Fairy Tale Rave Master crossover. Speaking of Mashima, his other work, Monster Soul, I think was really fun. It only got 2 volumes, and at the end of volume 2, so technically this is complete, but it's not supposed to be. At the end of volume 2, there's a really kind of heartfelt note that almost made me tear up. Like, he really liked this series and didn't want to end it, but unfortunately it did. I don't remember specifically why. Naruto Volume 10, I've seen all of Naruto. I don't really feel a need to collect it. The only time I'll do both watch the anime and collect the manga is if it's something like truly special to me, like Yu Yu Hakusho or Kaiju number 8. And to be honest, I haven't even watched the Kaiju number 8 anime yet, but I plan to because it's an amazing series. Same thing with, well, even Haiku. Like, I adore Haiku, but I don't collect the manga. But anyway, it's number 10. I've had it since a kid. Rock Lee is my favorite character from Naruto, so it just kind of makes sense. Ninja Baseball Kayama, number 1 through 3. This is complete. Kind of just a basic kid series, but it holds a special place in my heart because it was the first review or manga review I've ever done on my channel. So that's kind of cool. Samurai number 8 from the creator of Naruto, volumes 1 through 5. I feel like this could have been a much bigger series. It seemed a little rushed near the end, but it has a really interesting world and lore to it. Highly recommend it. And again, it's only 5 volumes, so not a big time sink. This is Akira Toriyama, rest in peace. This is his Sandland. This is a one-off because Sandland was just kind of a short little thing in Shonen, I believe. I want to play the game, haven't gotten around to it. Yeah. This is Songs to Make You Smile. This is from the creator of Fruits Basket. It's just a bunch of like one-off short stories. I was trying to move him out of the way, and then it looked funny, him flying by there. It's pretty cute. Some of these stories are pretty cute and wholesome. We have Spider-Man Fake Red. I love Spider-Man. I live... Oh my god. I knocked over Reese's Puff Trunks here. I live, eat, shit, breathe Spider-Man. And I'm a big fan, and I realized, oh, Spider-Man manga, that's cool. So, highly recommend it. A kid gets Spider-Man suit and tries to become Spider-Man, and it's really cool. Super Mario Manga Mania, honestly, better than it has any right to be. I picked it up because I thought it was silly, like, oh, Mario manga. But I actually thought there were some funny gags in it, so if you're a fan of Mario, give it a shot. Yagi the Bookshop Goat. This is, what do they call it? Yahweh? Isn't that like boys love whatever? I didn't know that. I thought it was a silly story about a kid who's a goat and he eats books. Also, I found this in the Hobart Book Village in a random bookstore under the children's section. Anyone who's read this knows that it is not for kids. And it's silly, it's cute. Well, I mean, I guess parts of it are, I don't know, it's kind of whatever. I don't really have much to say about this. It was interesting, I'll give it that. But I'm glad I picked it up and not a random kid who saw, cartoons, and, got home and read it, and definitely not age appropriate. But that's what that is. Okay, so that's all of the manga that are either complete or I'm not collecting for various reasons. Here is the active stuff. We'll quickly tap the to-read pile. We have Bocchi the Rock, Volume 1 and 2. We have Superman vs. Meshi, Volume 3. We have Go-Go Loser Ranger, Volume 4. We have Kaiju number 8, Volumes 11 and 12. And we have Dogs Red Volume 1. I'm so excited that there's a hockey manga out. I love hockey. So I'm excited to read that. I'm going to sit down to get a better angle. Now let's go through this now. Banana Fish, Volumes 1 through 3. Boruto, Volumes 1 through 12. I always say The Boruto show, the anime, obviously has a lot of issues, a lot of filler. A lot of people rightfully give it crap, but the manga is actually a lot of fun. I really enjoy it, to be honest. So I would recommend, if you want to try to get into Boruto, just read the manga. It's really good. Or, well, I don't know. It's not like amazing, Naruto is still way better, but it's not as bad as the show would make people think it is. Blue Lock, this is one of my favorites right now. Volumes 1 through 12. I think it's an amazing story. I think it's a lot of fun. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, volumes 1 through 11. I know fans of this series can be a little odd with certain depictions of Nagatoro. I don't mess with those because she is an underage character, and I think depicting her in a inappropriate manner is pretty fucking gross, in my opinion. But I do enjoy the story because at its heart, it's like a cute, like, will they, won't they romance sort of thing. So I think, there are definitely better romance manga. Let's put that right out. I'm not saying that this is peak, but I think if people gave it a shot, they would actually kind of like it. But I definitely understand because some stuff surrounding this manga can be kind of weird. So I do get that. We have Dragon Ball Super volumes 1 through 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I did catch up. I had like a random one for a while. So yeah, volumes 1 through 13. Again, I think pretty underrated. Obviously not as good as Dragon Ball or Z. But I still think a pretty solid manga overall. We have Dr. Stone volumes 1 through 6. No, sorry, 1 through 7. And the episode reboot Bakia, which it's, you would think like, hey Dave, this is a one shot. Why isn't this up with the completed ones? And I was thinking about doing that, but one, I kind of forgot and just kind of put it here when I moved in originally. But also, I think this relates a lot more to the story than most one shots do. So I think it made sense to keep it here. Next, we have my favorite manga of all time, iShield 21, volumes 1 through 27, and then 35 and 37. Anyone who's watched any of my previous manga collection videos know I have been looking for volume 36 for I think close to 5-6 years now, and I cannot find it. I want to finish the story so bad. That's why it's over here and ongoing. It shouldn't be, because it's done, except for the one volume, and I just cannot find it. And I'm so annoyed because it's my favorite manga of all time. I love it so much. But anyway, Go-Go Loser Ranger, volumes 1 through 3. I'm a big Power Rangers guy. I think this is a fun take on, what if the Power Rangers were the bad guys. I Think Our Son Is Gay, volumes 1 through 4. Just a kind of a cute, family story about, hey, what if our son is gay? How do we handle that respectfully and lovingly? Stuff like that. Kaiju number 8, volumes 1 through 10. Mashal volumes 1 through 6. I have watched the anime, and like I mentioned earlier, I don't often watch the anime and collect the manga. I only do one or the other just because I don't have enough time to do both, but Mashal is so good that I probably will continue collecting the manga at some point. My Hero Academia Team Up Missions, volume 1 through 2, Nanan Biori 1 through 2, Yankees 1 through 2, One Piece, volumes 1 through 9 plus 11. I thought for some reason I had volume 10, so obviously that's off. I gotta fix that. All Parts Hunter, volumes 1 through 11. I want to finish this. It's from the brother of the creator of Naruto, so it's got a lot of Naruto elements. So if you like Naruto, you might like O Parts as well. Our Not So Lonely Planet Travel Guide 1 through... or actually I could have sworn I had volume 2, but maybe I don't. I hope I didn't lose it, because it's definitely not here. Yeah, just a very cute story about two guys who go on a trip together. They're dating and they're trying to figure out like who they are, but also trying to figure out the world around them because they are literally traveling the world. So I think it's a cute little romance story. Sakamoto Days 1 through 4. Sakamoto Days is blowing up right now because of the anime, but it's amazing. A lot of people know that. Another classic, well, not that Sakamoto Days is a classic, but another one that I think people know how good it is Slam Dunk. I obviously want to finish this. I'm not nearly as far as I should be. This is 1 through 12. We have Stitch and the Samurai. I picked this up on a whim because I thought the idea of it was funny, and it's actually pretty decent. So I picked up the second one. I thought for some reason that it was only 2 volumes, but I think it's more, so I'll have to finish that up. Superman versus Meshi 1 through 2. It's basically what if Superman became really enamored with Japanese cuisine. That's it. Toriko volumes 1 through 9. I love Toriko. I think Toriko is super underrated. I think it's overlooked a lot because it's, you know, compared to Dragon Ball and One Piece and stuff. And I think I watched all of what was dubbed in English, so I want to continue the manga to continue the story. It's been a while though, so I probably should reread it. The Way of the House Husband, volumes 1 through 3. Yakutake Japan, volume 1. Yu Yu Hakusho, volumes 1 through 6. And I believe that's everything. So yeah, I'm sitting on the ground now, so everything's a lot lower, but that's it. That's the yearly manga video. I'm sorry that it's late, and also I'm kind of rushing because my voice is going and my phone's about to die, but I hope to make some more videos over the summer here. Let me know if you guys have any ideas or want to see anything from me, or even just a nice little comment just makes my day and warms my cold dead heart. So I appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. I wish you the best, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Peace.